The Silver Crown by Robert C. O'Brien, Chapter 32, A Different Conclusion. The following ending was written by Robert C. O'Brien for the British edition of The Silver Crown. Though this final chapter is considerably shorter than that of the American edition, it concludes the book in an equally satisfying and fascinating way. Best of all, perhaps, it's the choice it gives the reader as to which works best and why. At Aunt Sarah's house at the Blue Hill, Ellen got up first and sat alone in the wide sunny patio between the house and the garden. She had the silver crown in her lap, and she played with it absent-mindedly as she watched two woodpeckers chase two jays out of their tree and back to the woods where they belonged. The blue stones in the crown twinkled gently, as they had when she first found it lying on her pillow. It had been some force within the machine, she supposed, that had made them glow so brightly. The crown was now only a beautiful toy of uncertain value. Nor did Ellen at the moment feel particularly queen-like. She wanted breakfast. Why should she, who had conquered a fearsome enemy, have to go hungry just because she had woken up early? Just then Otto appeared, looking back over his shoulder. He came through a door that led from the kitchen. He had a furtive look on his face and a jelly donut in each hand. When he saw Ellen, he started, then sat down and handed her a donut. He removed two more from his pockets. They sat and ate in silence until the first two donuts were gone. Then they began the long game that would go on for weeks, possibly for the rest of their lives, which might be called What I Don't Understand Is. What I don't understand, Otto said, is why you decided the king wasn't so bad after all. I only thought so at first. I wasn't really sure of it, but when I was standing close to the machine, I saw a sign on it. Two signs that you couldn't see. What kind of signs? Otto started the second donut. Two little brass plates. One was in some language, Latin, I think. The other was in English, old-fashioned English, like King Arthur. It said, "Who weareth the black crown, I rule. Who weareth the silver crown, ruleth me." I think the Latin one said the same thing, and the English was just a translation. But anyway, do you see what that means? Nope, said Otto, reaching the jelly part. It meant that the king wasn't using the machine at all. The machine was using him. And that's why you wrecked it. His face grew bright with understanding. And that's why the king fainted. Yes, I wrecked it because it was too dangerous. What I don't understand, Otto said, is how you got the crown in the first place. I don't either, not at all. Let's ask Aunt Sarah when she comes down. She might have figured it out. I wish she'd hurry up. I finished two donuts and my belly's still empty. Don't say belly, it's vulgar. Later, after breakfast, when they were all, Ellen, Jenny, Otto with Richard, and Aunt Sarah sitting in the garden, they did ask her. Aunt Sarah slowly answered, After all the trouble it caused, I'm sorry to say I sent you the crown. Do you remember when I was in Spain this spring? I found it then in a little curio shop in Barcelona. It was a strange shop selling all kinds of things, horns from famous bulls, Roman artifacts, cheap statues of the Virgin Mary, that sort of thing. I saw the crown and noticed the strange material and workmanship. The proprietor thought it must have been a theatrical prop. Anyway, I bought it and sent it to your mother to give you on your birthday. How those dreadful people found out about it, I have no idea. She was silent for a moment as she took Ellen's hand. At least, she said, it proved you really are a queen. This was too much for Otto. A queen, he said, and leapt to his feet, then bowing low. Could I, your majesty, have another jelly donut? Shut up, Otto, Ellen said. Don't say shut up, Otto said. It's vulgar. And I don't know about you, but I like that ending a lot more than the chapter that I read before it. Well, that's the end of The Silver Crown, a book I read way back in the 6th grade. I still like it. There are better books that are similar. I think in some ways you can compare it to A Wrinkle in Time, which I won't read, but Madeleine L'Engle is coming. I hope that you enjoyed the book, and I will see you in the next one.